Alrighty, howdy, yo. I bet you weren't expecting to see my ass again. But I just felt personally that I wasn't super done with being live today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt very much kind of like I wanted to just chill for a little bit longer. You know what I mean? So, I took it upon myself to just come here and do this while I kind of just chill. You know what I mean? So, we're here to Project Zomboid mainly because I haven't played it in a while. Like, legitimately, it's been fucking ages since I fucking. Uh, Give me West Point. Yeah, give me that one. And then give me Rosewood. Why not? Wait. Yeah, Rosewood. Because I kind of just want to chill for a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. As I. I just didn't feel like I was done, being live for the day. I felt very much. Uh. Yes, I felt very much just kind of, wanted to chill for a little bit, and I thought, you know what, I want to just play a game, but I don't want to just play a game and have that be it. Because, again, I really did want to just kind of get back go back into another stream, because I just felt, yeah, I just felt really fucking, not bored, but like I didn't do enough today. You ever feel like that? Hold up. Oh, that's a good conspicuous, why not? But I just felt like that, you know what I mean? I feel like I just didn't do enough today. I really wanted that goddamn long-haired motherfucker, though. How's it going, big boy? Nah, not good. Fucking, I'm doing great, dog. Because today, we're just gonna be chilling. As I've already done one stream today, so, I've hit my fucking target for the day. But I just felt like, doing another one, but a more kind of low-key one, where I'm kind of more chilling. You know what I mean? As I don't know. I just took a shower. I ate food after that stream with Alec, which was like fucking 2-3 hours ago. And I just felt kind of like, you know what? I don't feel done yet. Since we're nearing it, or I assume you don't have a lot of work this month. It depends. Cause I'm gonna be working the next 3 days. Then I get 3 days off. Then I work for 5 days in a row, all for like 9 hours each. And then I work for like what's it called? God, what the fuck is it again? Oh yeah, and then I work for I get like a week off. So 3 days working, 3 days off, 5 days working, basically a week off, where I get almost 7 days in a row off. But I do work for like a day in the middle of my fucking week-long break for Christmas. Makes sense. I went a demon and being a busy with their college stuff. Probably because typically, fun fact, I do know this still. College tends to have midterms and shit like that. Well, actually, no, yeah, this would be midterms. They probably have midterms at this time of year. I also want to play Project Zomboid because I've not played it in a while, and I've kind of been, any level 1 shit I'm pretty sure we want to take. There you go. Kind of want to just chill for the day, you know what I mean? Relax, vibe, talk to y'all again, because I will say, one of the highlights of my day is always talking to y'all. Yeah, hold up. I'm trying to think for just 1 second where I want to put this. Put that there. Put that on my left hand. Didn't I just equip that? Oh. Hold on, I gotta just equip this properly. Equip as my primary. There you go. Yeah, you talking is fun. I don't know, it's just, I'm not gonna lie, this year has been fucking nuts for some reason. Oh, that's why I got a holster and I got a thing, so that's why I can't fucking put it. That makes sense. I forgot about that. But yeah, This year has been nutty. It has so many ups and downs and left and rights, and Jesus Christ, has it been an endeavor to keep up. Because, fun fact, everybody, I've had more fucking, I've had more jobs this year than I have my entire life. I went through 3 different jobs this year. It's weird mix for me, like a mix of depression and joy. I feel that this was a very weird year for me too, because I'm not sure I told y'all this or not, but fun fact, this year was the first year I ever really did consider pulling an Alec and just stop streaming and videos entirely. At a certain point of this year, I got that close. As a little fun fact for y'all. As it was when my channel was doing the worst. Like, I was just losing, and just not getting any ups. And I fought for like a solid 2 weeks. I was like, you know what? Why am I even doing this? And I'm not gonna lie to you. It was, I think it was like around November, not August, September. It was September. That's what it was. It was September. Where I was like, you know what? Fuck, what's the goddamn button? I think it's E. Hold up. I forget what button is to just fucking instantly call through of it. Oh, it's hold. I'm a dumbass. It wasn't. Honestly, without being blunt, I can see why you think like that. Yeah, honest to God, y'all. Because, fun fact, this was the worst year of my content creation career. This is the year I've lost the most and gained the least. Which is a crazy thing. Because last year was my best year I've ever had in content creation. To be fair, I was spotty for like the first 2-3 months of content creation for this year. But even still, yeah, I see you, dog. But yeah. I don't know, just something really made me want to stay. I don't know what it was, but there was just one thing that really kind of stopped me from quitting. Late 2023 and all 24 were your highlights. 20 was sort of a plateau of minor ups and downs. Not minor ups and downs. This was some pretty fucking big downs, I'm not gonna lie. The ups were there. I think October of this year was my best year, which is weird to say. Open up. Which is weird to say because typically Octobers are usually for a pretty forgettable time for my channel. Normally it's like whoa. There it is again. I was about to say, normally it's the beginning months where I'm doing my best shit. And lo and behold, the year I did the worst was the year where the first months of the year I was gone because I moved. Nope. You know what I mean? So I can see why it wasn't a good year for me. Like, at least there's that. I can see why it wasn't a good year. I was gone for most of it. I had really weird schedules throughout the entire month. Not month, the entire year, too. It was a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you. Given all the stuff that has happened. But I am glad I didn't quit, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am really glad because I thought about it and I was like, first and foremost, I was like, what would I do then? If I wasn't doing content creation and school isn't going to start for a while for me again up, what was I going to do? And that was a big reason of why I stayed too, because I was just like, well, if I'm not here, what am I going to be doing? Just chilling at home. I don't know, it just felt like if I didn't do this, I wouldn't really be doing anything else. Which kind of kept me here. But hey, I guess that's good news for all of us, because I did eventually get fucking 500 this year, which was my goal. So while I could have, if I kept the same path that I did last year, we would have went well past 500. But the fact we got there is a big thing in itself. I can feel that's like a passion and purpose, same way I feel my development journey. I don't know, because it also felt like, I don't know, I felt like a really weird kind of pit in my stomach. Where I was like, I don't know. It was one of those things, the best way I can describe it is like when I was leaving Vegas. Where I was like, I felt this sense of like, was all of this for nothing then? In my chest. Where it was very much kind of a, how would I put this? I felt like if I were to quit the past 3-4 years of doing content creation, not only on my channel, but also like Alex and shit, would have been for just nothing. Which also did keep me here, because I was just like, well, I don't want all of this. Well, I mean, it would have been for nothing. I had amazingly fun time. I met so many fun people. It's like, huh. And now, honestly, thinking back on it, I can't see myself in a world where I stopped content creation. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just then it was just such a fucking big low, and just seeing everything I do flop, flop, flop. And then October came around. We had a really good October. November was decent. And this December, honestly, it's been completely neutral. I looked at my stats recently. I have not gained a sub, but I've also not lost a sub. It's just completely stagnant, which I did not know was possible. I've never in all my years had that happen. In a month's time, I've always at least gotten one or fucking lost one. But just looking at it be completely fucking nothing is just, it's a little bit weird to see, if I'm being completely honest with you. Because it's like, I just didn't know that could happen. A completely stagnant month. Which, I mean, I will honestly take that over a month where I get completely just dog watered in, like on the fucking September and August, where it's just completely red across the board of just loss, 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 loss. Cause I'll tell you what, y'all, that shit really fucks with your confidence and shit and what you're doing. Because you really feel, honest to God, you feel kind of useless in a sense. Because you're like, well, if this is all I'm doing, and I'm not even doing it good, what the fuck am I doing here? That's kind of how I felt too. You kind of remind me of a YouTuber. He just posts Let's Play for fun past 11 years with little to no views. He blew up. I don't know. Because, like I said, we hit the goal I had for this year of 500. I'm happy about that. Insanely happy about that. I just was like, huh. Because I was looking back like again last year, my best year ever. If I kept that, I'd be at like 700 right now. Which is something to be sure. But then I thought about it as a more positive spin. Where it's like, okay, from this year to last year, we didn't top it. At least next year, it's going to be pretty easy to top this. You know what I mean? Like, this was not a hard, it's not going to be a hard year to top. We got like maybe 100 subs this year. Honestly, you kept that, you'd be at least 100K right now. Maybe. Because again, last year, I don't know what the fuck it was. But I was just doing nuts. But you know what they say. It is what it is. And I honestly, that month really showed me how I really should not be concerning myself with view counts and shit like that. Because on most things, I actually have it turned off now. View tracking and all that shit. Just because I was like, yeah, I technically get paid from Twitch and all that shit, but it's not like my full-time job. I shouldn't really be caring about it this much. Like, I do these things for fun. You know what I mean? Hard to believe that I started in October 13th. It felt like a few months ago. Honestly, yeah. I don't know. It's just crazy to think about, y'all. You know what I mean? I also realized that I was like, yeah, if I did this and this, and if this month was like this month, that'd be great. But also, I gotta stop kind of dealing with what ifs, because if I focus on what if all the time, I'm gonna drive myself fucking crazy. Cause yeah, having all that momentum I had been back in Vegas would be great. I would have loved that. But also, you got to consider quite a few other things that are different between here and Vegas. One is that, well, in Vegas, my job was a day job. I'd go there for like four hours a day. My current jobs, I'm there for like 8 hours, 9 hours a day. So it makes sense that I'd be fucking, you know, a little bit lower in terms of what I've been doing, as I've kind of been doing a lot this year. Because think about it, I've had so many jobs this year. I've been the Easter Bunny. I've worked 2 different retail jobs. I've worked some odd jobs here and there for cash. Like, legitimately, this one year, I've had more jobs than I've had my entire life. Because I just kept job hopping. Because I just kept getting better and better opportunities for new places to work with better pay and shit like that. So, you know, when it comes to content creation, this was my worst year, yeah. But when it comes to everything else, this is a pretty good fucking year for me. I'm making the most money I ever have. My job, I enjoy it. I think it's fine. And, you know, pay is good, hours are good. They give me good long breaks pretty often, so I can rest and recharge. They open and close at reasonable hours. This has been great. You did a lot. You did work a lot of jobs. Really multitasking. Yeah, because a thing I did realize is that my streaming hours this year were way down too compared to last year. Because there were just so many days where I came home either tired or just at like midnight. And I was like, well, I can't start a stream at midnight, even though I'm starting a stream at midnight right now. To be fair, I'm only starting a stream right now because, you know, why not? Again, I just feel kind of, you know, wanting to chill, and I already had one stream today with Alec. That was kind of like my daily, oh, fucking big, super solid stream. This is more so of a almost end of year recap, because in about, what, 16, 17 days? So like 3 weeks-ish, 2.5. This month is over. This year is over. Which is nutty to think about. It's crazy, but it's also like, this year has both been the longest year of my life and the shortest. Because I felt like in some cases it went by so fast, and in others, it was slower than molasses. It's just crazy. All of this. Every last little bit of it. But hey, I am wanting to make the next year the best year I've had in content creation. It felt like we just left 2022, what do you mean it's 2026? That's too, because I was just recently, I was sitting at home and I was thinking about everything. I was thinking about how old I am. I was thinking about how many years I've been doing this, the friends I've made along the way. You know, I feel like this year was a very big kind of look back year on my part. Because, with the hustle and bustle of fucking Vegas and all that shit, I didn't have a lot of time to, just sit down for like a while and just think about everything. This year, I did a lot of thinking. I kind of just sat down a lot and just, thought about, well, everything. How even though I completed my goals, I wasn't super satisfied with how this year went content creation wise, but my real life was way better. And a lot of other things I had to do. I partaked. I partook in a lot of interesting ass fucking things this year. A lot of very fun and experimental things. I met JP this year. That was fucking amazing. JP's a really cool guy. I love doing streams and videos and all that shit with him. I love hanging out with him in general. Oh, it's a car key. But yeah, it's like that. It's just very much. I really did enjoy this year, even though it was my technically worst year ever making content. It just felt. That is a lot of zombies. Could we not be doing that, please? Nope. I think I die here. Yeah, that's just bad luck right there. Yep. That is very bad luck. The company seemed to do this one before it was down. It's mainly went down because initially the plan was to get people that are very content creation heavy. But by the time the numbers went down, most of the actual content creators were gone. So I had a bunch of regular people. So, what's it called? Oh, yeah. So scheduling anything serious and fun was virtually impossible. I have the smallest health bar. I have a pube hair of health. Go down. But yeah, I want to just try a bunch of other things in 2026. The main thing I want to do in 2026, y'all, is the art shit. I really fell off this year when it came to art stuff. But I talked to a few people in like the content creation space because I do talk to other people that I don't stream with that are content creators, y'all. And I very much realized that, yeah, I really dropped the ball when it came to my drawing stuff. I used to draw so often and do art and practice art on stream all the time, like at least once a week back in Vegas. This year, I think I did about one, I think? Oh yeah, I forgot the art thingy. Yeah, I did so much art back in Vegas and I loved it. But this year, I just did none. I think I did like one, maybe two art streams. If that. And it just kind of it didn't feel, I don't know. It felt like a bunch of my hobbies that I loved doing, I just let fall at the wayside. Maybe that's also why it was such a bad year, because looking back at the year, I feel like a lot of my passion that I went through and had back in Vegas kind of just like stifled out until I really started to get back into a lot of the stuff I used to do. I don't know, I just felt that. Actually, I can't even describe how I feel about this. This is a little bit just weird, you know what I mean? Where, I don't know, I feel like back in Vegas, I did so many more kind of, not crazy things, but more so passionate things. Things that I wanted to try and explore with. I did that crochet stream, which went really bad, but it was fun for me. Did a lot of drawing. I did the cosplay. Making a cosplay, which I did finish, but it broke. So, it was a fun process that resulted in no positive outcome when it comes to actual product, but it was fun. This year, I did only kind of gaming stuff. Nothing else, nothing more. And even then, I feel like so many of my streams, I was just forcing myself to be there. Like a lot of my balloon stream this year, I fucking hated doing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I dreaded doing so many of those. Holy shit, I got myself quite the train here. But yeah, a lot of those streams I hated. I hated so many of my balloon streams this year. And the only reason I was doing them was because they did good numbers wise. And that's also why I just stopped doing them. Because even though they did great numbers wise, just kill me. Even though they did great numbers wise, I just couldn't bring myself to fucking do them. If I'm being completely honest with you. There were so many times I'd rather just die than play fucking Balloons Tower Defense 6 again. Because it was just so painful. If I'm being honest with you. As it just got so monotonous. You know what I mean? It just wasn't fun anymore. Because back in Vegas, I had a fucking ball of a time doing Balloons Tower Defense. But once we got to those harder maps where it's like there's only like 2 to 3 real ways to beat them, I just felt like it wasn't even me playing the game. It was just me there losing, and then I just come back, and occasionally I maybe beat one map, and even then, it wouldn't even feel that good. I'd be like, oh my god, I beat it. Finally. Jesus Christ, that sucked. Like, legitimately, beating it didn't even feel good. It sucked a lot. And I didn't like that. I really didn't. Because it made streaming feel like a real, like, job. It made all of this feel so... Like, it legit felt like I was clocking in for a 9 to 5. When this was initially just something I did for fun. And I think that's when that's when I did the best. Back when I just saw this as, oh my god, this is so fun. I did the best I did. But the second I started seeing this as like okay, what's the most optimal thing I can do here? What can I really do here? You know what I mean? That's when it really started to get kind of shitty, I'm not gonna lie for me. Both numbers-wise, content-wise, and just mentally. To just play this and get on every day, almost. It felt horrendous. It felt exhausting. I'm mostly over that now because I haven't played only what I want to really play. And if I don't feel like playing something, lo and behold, I just stop playing it. And I've been way happier. I'm not gonna lie to you. So hopefully I bring back that same energy I had back in 2024. So I can make 2026 my best year. But when you think about it, how do you think y'all's year went? As an objective standpoint, how do you think your years went this year? How do you think your year went this? How do you think your year was for this year? How do you think you did this year? There we go. That's what I was trying to say. How do you think you did this year? Honest to God question. How did you do? Were you happy with it? Because if I'm being honest myself, like I said, I wasn't really happy with the content I put out this year. And I want to change that for next year. Because I know a lot of you did a lot of crazy things this year. And that makes me really happy. I love seeing y'all go out and do your very best. I love that. I love seeing y'all succeed and explore with your creations, your dreams, get higher education. I don't know. Probably because I've known, like X said, I've known most of y'all for a few years now. So it just makes me seeing you do shit feel a certain kind of way of like a, huh, good for them. I'm glad they're succeeding at what they want to succeed at. They deserve it wholeheartedly. They deserve it. They worked so hard for this year. I gotta say though, it is good to kind of just say all of this shit out loud. I need a screwdriver, a hammer, or a hammer. That's easy to get. Cause I did like seeing you all do your things this year. It was fun coming and seeing you guys talk about it every now and again. And all the exploration little things we've done this year. How y'all have changed and grown and explored. My year this year is like roughness with a bit of progress. If I was not happy I did not finish all my projects, at least I'm doing them and progressing. Exactly. Because I do, like I said, I want to make my next year my most passionate year. I want to do like fun shit. I want to do more art. I want to do more weird stuff. I want to do some more card collecting because I've been in that a lot this year. I have had fun collecting cards and like doing all that stuff. I enjoyed it, but I want to just. I also want to try and do one big overarching project next year, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Mentally this year, I feel awful because I did quit on a bunch of shit. And also, quite a bit of other things really brought me down mentally. Like, this year for my mental health, it was horrendous. Because, it just wasn't great, a lot of it. Moving, changing a lot of things, a lot of change, a lot of good and bad, but it is what it is. Something I did also start doing recently for the past few weeks now that's really helped me, though. And I used to always think that there's no way this would work, but it actually does work. I have found because I'm doing it and I like it a lot. I've been journaling every day before bed. Because legit, every day before bed, I'll just lay down and I'll pull up my notes app on my phone and I'll just write down what I did that day. Not only that, but just like it's not like okay, did this. It's more like me mentally just talking to no one. Because it's not like cohesive sentence. It's kind of like me legit if I were to make a voice memo of me just talking my day. And I just write it like that. No real structure, really. Just me kind of thinking in the form of video. Not video, but in terms of like just words on a screen. Because I'm not going to lie to you, this year I felt really anxious and nervous and a little depressed. I'm not going to lie to you. Because it felt like every day was just worse and worse and worse and worse. And that got to me. It really did get to me. At a certain point. Of just feeling just completely awful all the time. It sucked. It really fucking did. Because, I don't know, like, legitimately, some days, I just completely felt like just laying in bed the entire day. Like, I did not want to interact with anything. I didn't want to go live. I didn't want to go to work. I just wanted to lay in bed and just do nothing. Because I felt like that was, like, the highlight of my day. Which was kind of sad, I'm not going to lie to you, looking back at it. I'm quite a bit happier now than I was, like, those few months, a while ago. Because also, this was, like, not that long ago. I was feeling my worst. Because if we were to put a number on it, I'd say, like, 2 weeks ago, I was at my lowest. Like, legitimately. I'd also love to try to do more things in your community. The art activity you did was one where I did Orphanite, was one of them. But life got in the way, I wasn't finished yet. Would also love to talk more and share all my stuff. I don't know why social feels like a slug. I feel like that this year too. I felt so antisocial more than normal. I also feel like I didn't go out of my not even out of my comfort zone, just out of the norm that much. Like, I didn't do anything crazy this year. But yeah, because a few months ago, I hit, like, rock bottom. Like, I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to do videos. I didn't want to do streams. I didn't want to do shorts. I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't even... There were some days I didn't want to eat or drink. I kind of just wanted to, like I said, I want to just lay in my bed. And it was not a good time, looking back at it. Now, when I wake up, I got the usual thing of like, oh, I got work today? That's kind of sucky, but, you know, I don't really care that much about it. You know, it's work. Some days are good, some days are bad, you know. We take it in stride, you know. It's going to end no matter what we do. So might as well do it because, you know, it's there. We get paid for it. It's a job. Most days I enjoy it, but, you know, some days feel like they never end. But, again, I keep telling myself that's how a job is. That's how every job in history has worked. You may not like it, but eventually the day will end. And you will, you know, get to go back home and just do whatever you want to do. And I just feel like that was made worse. I'm not going to try to use some big fancy word. That was just made worse by all the shit I was going through. But yeah, I eventually got through it and went, you know what? Yeah, it will get through it. Because before, the reason why a lot of my work days felt really long is because I'd constantly be looking at that clock. I'd be like, oh, when am I getting to go home? When am I doing this? Because I'd be constantly looking at my phone. But I found that, surprisingly, and unsurprisingly, the more I just focused on actually working, the more the faster it go by. Rip sheets. Yep, rip sheets. Banding stuff up. There you go. Which is a surprise to no one. Because if you're constantly looking at a clock, time is going to perceive itself as moving slower. I don't know, it works for you, but for me, remind myself I won't be in my 20s forever. It gives me a huge motivation to do a lot of stuff. I'm 22. Which isn't that old. I'm 22, right? Yeah, I'm 22. Which isn't that old at all. But I don't know, I feel like the years are going by quickly and, you know. Being young does make you feel a little better about shit, but I don't know. Shit happens. I feel down some days. I feel better now, but, you know. Even then, though, I felt like I was also just so old. Mainly because back in Vegas, too, I did, you know, do this thing called exercise, and I go out for walks, and I just, you know, breathe fresh air. This year, I really did that, which is probably also why my mental has not been as good, is because I wasn't exercising, I wasn't going outside. I was just chilling in my room, and that's about the extent of what I did. All I would do all day, every day, was just fucking wake up, go to work, come home, stream if I wanted to, and that's it. That would be the extent of every day. Which I can see looking back now, it's like, yeah, that's why I was so fucking just sad and just like down bad. And not down bad, but depressed. It's because I wasn't doing anything like exciting or like out of my comfort zone. I was just going through the motions. You know what I mean? But recently, I have gone back into exercise. I have gone back into just breathing it in the air. I can't go outside today, though, and because you know how last night I was joking with Alec, like, oh my god, I've gotten 4 fucking weather alerts, and there's not a drop of snow. I woke up today, 8 inches outside of just pure snow. But I'm not gonna lie, though, it was nice, because I just kind of sat down, and I just looked outside my window. I just saw the snow fall, and I saw all of it. It was a really nice time, I'm not gonna lie to you. Living in Vegas, I kind of forgot how nice it is to kind of just look at the snow fall. Because it's very pretty, and it's just so slow and relaxing. and it looks so nice, and you can just see everything covered in a nice, pretty blanket of white. It was very nice. It was very chill. Would that guy was wearing a fucking choker. Would definitely do it again. But yeah, because I think a big thing that helped me too is what Yo-Yo said to me like a few weeks ago, where Yo was like, "Yeah, this year sucked." So for content, I think they're just talking about content creation in general, but they're like, "Yeah, this year for me, content creation sucked. I want to just kind of just let this day pass me by, and just have fucking next year my entirety of it." Oh, I need a screwdriver and a hammer. Got it, game. But that also kind of put in perspective too of like, you know what? Yeah, this year sucks, but it's not the only person having a bad year. Clean all my rags, yeah. Pension in his finance is always immensely refreshing. There you go. Nice gulp of water down in my fucking lungs. Not my lungs. But yeah, it's very much this year was a lot of perspective, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of sadness. Not a lot of happiness. Like I said, I will say one thing that did get me through a lot of it though was one singular podcast I listened to for the entire year. And that is the Unbeatable Podcast. It's a Pokemon tabletop RPG, Dungeons and Dragon S thing. I found it when I was doing my Easter Bunny gig, and Jesus Christ, this entire year I've been listening to it constantly. That really got me through so much, and it's so underappreciated. I loved it so much. Because legitimately, also Legends of Adventures, I listened to both of those, specifically Witchlight Carnival. Both of those got me through a lot of this year. Because it just be like, okay, go to work. I don't really feel like today's. Even if I did, like, whether it was a good or bad day, it got me through a lot of it because, Jesus Christ, it's fucking dark. There we go. It got me through a lot this year because it very much was like, it was funny, it was energetic, it was good to listen to. I had a good time fucking just chilling with it. I don't know, it just really helped me this year. Those two podcasts. Just sitting down or just at my job, just listening to that. Oh, there's a hammer. Marcus Blinkus. What do I want to drop? We could drop the hand axe. It's almost dead. There you go. But yeah, those really helped me this year. Because it's like, you also got me a lot through. I have you in the background working. Yep. Because, I don't know. Again, this year was weird. It was weird. I never felt so bad about a year. To be fair, a lot did change for me this year. I feel like that's a big reason why. Because I was so used to just being in Vegas with my job, constantly being out and about, shops everywhere. It's just weird. It's not a bad thing, because I also think that it's very nice to be in a much more nature-filled place like Indiana than, say, Vegas. Because in my apartment complex in Vegas, yeah, there was nature, there was grass, there was a tree right outside my window and all that shit. And there were little bits of quietness, but it was like city quiet where it was like, oh, I don't really hear any cars that much, and that is like, what I mean? Here, it gets real quiet, where occasionally a car will pass by where I live, maybe, but for the most part, it's just the sound of the wind in the night. Are you likely homesick? That is a very possible thing, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It is very possible that I am very much homesick from Vegas. That is very, very, very possible. Because you think about it, I went back to Indiana, yeah, and that's how I kind of felt when I first went to Vegas. But I've spent the last 11 years of my life there. I had everything. So I am not gonna lie, yeah, it is rather possible that I am just homesick. Because Vegas was my home for a very, very, very long time. and it sucked that I had to leave. Do I think it was the right move? I've thought about it a lot, and I think even if I did stay, we wouldn't be able to stay for much longer because Vegas shot up in price, and there'd be no way that we could afford a house in Indiana for my mom and brother and the apartment back in fucking Las Vegas. Because, fun fact, I live in a house now. In Vegas, I live in an apartment. This house costs less than fucking the apartment did in Vegas. This house is 2 stories, fireplaces, 2 living rooms. This shit is loaded. So, much better here than there. But I think I am just a wee bit homesick this year. It just didn't kick in for a while, I feel like. I feel like for the first few months, I got this rare opportunity where I was just doing nothing because I couldn't stream, I couldn't record, I couldn't do videos, and I didn't have a job. Because like the first month or so we got here, there was just nothing for any of us to do, my entire family, because essentially what we all did, everybody, is we all saved our money for a few months, and everyone pulled out all their finances, so we had like a month or two where everyone in my household just did nothing. And that was honestly kind of nice. Is it possible homesick is one of those country mental factors that mental is? It probably is. I would say there's a lot of things that happened this year. That probably is one of them, and a very big one, because I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first left Indiana, I did cry. Then again, I was a little kid back then, but even still here, I just felt kind of a little bit like man, this kind of sucks. I feel like it wasn't for quite a while this year until I mentally actually sat down and processed that I left Vegas. Because I cannot count the amount of times. This has stopped recently after I realized that I am gone from Vegas. But there was quite a few times, especially at the beginning, where I'd wake up and I would think I was still in Las Vegas. Like, I would legitimately wake up and be like, oh, do I gotta go to work today? Do I want to call an Uber, or do I want to walk, or do I want to get my electric scooter out there and just get some air? There was a lot of days where I would think like that when I first woke up, only to like get out of bed or just see my bed and be like, where the fuck am I? Because I think it did take a few months for me to actually mentally click that I'm gone. Is it likely I'll be back there someday? Absolutely. I'll absolutely most likely be back in Vegas, whether it be my move there, or I just am there in general. It is very likely. So I was paying attention to my thing for this right now. There you go. Yep, I got my axe back out. But yeah, it's very likely I go back. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very much in the cards. I guarantee I'll be back there at a certain point. But it's just, like I said, it just took me that long to mentally connect that, yeah, I'm gone. The place that I called home for the past few years is no longer my home. I don't know. It's a big thing that again, that was a big blow to my mental, probably, where I just finally clicked with it. Because, again, I was so busy either relaxing or just chilling or then eventually with work these past few months, I didn't have a lot of time to think about it. Once I sat down and thought about it, I'm not gonna even lie to you, it hit me kind of hard. Yeah, I am gone. I'm gone. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that shit kind of sucks. And I don't know. Like I said, mentally, it's been mostly downs this year. But towards this tail end of the year now, I have actually, because let's be honest here, I'm going to be honest with you entirely. Once I started feeling down, I took 0 steps to make myself feel better. I just sat there in that place for so long, just being like, this is my life. There is nothing I can do about it. Which, fun fact, is just the worst mentality you can have. when it comes to you slowly deteriorating mentally, when you're getting like into the a bad kind of rhythm of mental, mental health. I just sat there and kind of took it. I think a part of me didn't want to change things because I really just kind of wanted to feel, I guess, I don't know. I can't really describe it in words. It's one of those things where it's I guess I just life got so monotonous and just exhausting that it felt easier to just feel awful all the time than it would be to say try and make things feel nicer and better for myself. You know what I mean? Again, it just felt like I'm like, you know what? I can't be bothered to. It felt like that, where I was very much just accepting it. I was very much, this is my life. I'm gonna deal with it. Nothing I can really realistically do about it. But I'm looking back now, I'm thinking like I can do a lot of things about it. It's my health. I can choose to make it better. I can choose to take steps that will probably likely improve it. But I just chose not to. I just resigned myself to that fate and went, you know what? I can't be bothered to. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that was the worst decision I could have made. As that shit just really caused more problems than it did good. But like I said, I'm on the up and up again where I'm just, I'm taking steps to make every day feel a little bit better. And I just really want to actually, for once again, want things to be better. You know what I mean? I want things to be nicer. I want to feel that creative spark in my head again. I want to not be just constantly like, yeah, whatever, cool. Because, like I said, it just felt so exhausting. To just constantly just wake up and feel like, yep, this sucks. Where's the fruit jam? There it is. Eat all of the fruit jam. Any resolution you're not complete or not completed this year, and may plan 26 resolution to continue. Um, that's a hard one, because my biggest thing for this year was, again, my biggest plan for this year was to get 500, which I did complete, albeit by the skin of my teeth, because we completed that like a month or two ago, and we have not moved since. But still, um, I guess one of the things I did want to do this year was be a lot more creative, but like I just said, that creative spark went out the fucking window ages ago. So I want this next year, I want to be more creative, not only with my content, but just in my day-to-day life. And one thing I want to do, like I said, I want to have one overarching thing for the entire year. Even if I take breaks from it, I want to have one thing I do for an entire year. Whether it be the art thing, or whether it be like, say, reading, or just something. Yes, sleep. But I want to just do one thing overarching for the year. And I'm gonna give myself an easy goal thing for next year. I just want to have fun with content creation again. I don't want to set like a sub goal or a follow goal, nothing. I want to just have fun again. Because it did, like I said, when I was in that really bad place, it really did start feeling like a job again. It started to feel like a job, which I didn't like. damn, it's not on right now. What channels we got on in the apocalypse? There you go. But yeah, I want to have fun with content creation again. That's a big one. I want to try and also meet some more people. And not only just content creation, but in general too. I want to do that. I want to be a little more open to experiences than I was this year. I want to... what else do I want to do? What I want to do, instead of having one ambitious resolution for next year, instead put in some minor ambitious resolutions. Yeah, because I want to do one thing over the entire year. Because it could be art. I could do 17 different types of art across the year. I could do sewing 1 month, 1 week. I could do crochet another. I could do drawing this year. I could do a little bit of animation trying that month when I feel a little better. I could try baking on stream. That's art. You know what I mean? I just want to just... I don't want a repeat of this year, if I'm being completely honest. I just don't want a repeat of this year, where I just feel like there's nothing creative going on in my life. And I feel like art would be very fun, as I really did enjoy doing art last year. It's just this year got really kind of out the way. I do want to get more into hobbies too, like I said before, card collecting. Because I got, like, again, I got my hands on 3 booster boxes of V card coming either this month or next month. Really excited about that. I got my binder ready for it and everything, because I got my the first set's binder got pretty stocked. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was very fun. Then now I got 3 more. I'm gonna try and shoot for a full binder of basic cards. Not even the hollows. I want to get the basic cards, every single basic card. I feel like that'd be a good thing. It's like collecting stamps on that. I don't know. Because I really like enjoying it. It's really fun, and I like the thrill of just unboxing, the fun of it. I like the pretty art on the cards. All that stuff. It also helps me get a good view of, you know, my favorite content creators and how fun they are to watch. Remember what Unisas taught us? Remember death? Live every year like it's your last? Or like what? Unis Honest, weirdly enough, taught a lot of things. That was a very fun thing. Because I know they did a recent thing of it again. Markiplier did, where they were just talking about it. A hand torch. I'll take that. No key, though. Damn. But yeah. I want my next year to be more fun, more energetic, more kind of, you know, just having fun instead of looking at this shit being like, my numbers are down. They're down, kid. I need to get those up. I just need it to be more, you know, have fun. And if I have fun, it's likely the latter will follow. With oh, I'm having fun? Perfect. Oh, there's a zombie. Bonk. My band, but it no worky. It's fine. I think it's because I got it so fast. My fucking fingers are click on that trigger when I came to fucking game that guy. Immediately shot him. Put my left wrist. There you go. But yeah, next year I want it to be fun again. I just want to have fun. I want to bake again. Because recently I have gotten back into my old hobby of baking, which is very fun. I love doing it. But yeah, this year I just gave up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am more than confident enough and able to talk about it where I can say fully, I gave up this year on so many things. I just didn't want to try anything. I was just done with everything. Honestly, even just honest, was like having a lot puts in the perspective of how limited time is, but how many things you can do in that time. Actually, in 1 year, you can do a lot. Hell, in 1 week, you can do a lot. It just depends on how willing you are to do things, how committed you are, and just how realistic goals can be. Another one down. Dun dun dun. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. But yeah, I feel like I'm finally, luckily, getting out of that funk due to my hobbies getting back to me exercising again, me journaling about what my brain is going through. Cause I don't think I talked that much about it on stream, but like I said a little bit ago, like 2-3 weeks ago, I hit my lowest point, and it didn't help. A lot of things went against me because, one, I just wasn't even bothering to sleep really. I get like maybe a few a night, if that. And then I'd also just kind of be laying, like, not laying down, but fucking. Because of that, my mental was already bad. And then when you throw not sleeping on top of that, Jesus Christ. I mentally have never felt such bad things. You know what I mean? I have never felt so mentally bad because with bad mental health plus no sleep, I felt exhausted. My mental fog was awful. I was getting mad at, like, not mad, but like frustrated at everything. I wanted just everything to just like no longer exist. I couldn't think a lot of the time. Like, I felt like my brain was in a constant mental fog. I was always tired. I didn't want to do anything. Legit, I just felt like a guy. I legit, if I'm being honest with you, I felt like a husk. And it got really bad when I was starting to get Christmas presents for my family, and I almost bought something. I'm not gonna say. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say what it is. I almost bought porn just to feel something over Christmas presents this year, and I kind of that kind of made me really fucking think about how low my mental is. Where I was considering buying porn just to feel something over Christmas presents. I legit, once that happened, that's when I hit the bottom. Was the bottom? I'm like, okay, hold up. Let's stop for 2 seconds. And let me think about what I'm doing for just a few seconds. I am about to buy pornography over Christmas presents because I feel just so empty. And that was a real low moment for me. One, it felt horrendous I would even think about doing that. And then two, it kind of did feel good to realize, like, okay, I have a problem when it comes to mental health right now of not feeling anything besides just sadness and nothingness. Let me try and actually fix it. And that's when I did all the exercise thing, the journaling, just slowly starting to pick up just myself in general, I'm not gonna lie to you. Just to pick it all up. Because I think I talked to Alec and Joe about this before, but also, it got such point of exhaustion and shit like that where I was anxious about everything. Like, if I were to put it in, like, a sense y'all can feel, imagine you're always on the edge of a panic attack or having a heart attack. That is legit how I felt for, like, an entire 2 weeks. Who would buy porn? Totally not me, not a Vtuber, AMSR fans. Yep. But yeah, that's how I felt for 2 weeks. Because my mental health got so bad, and on top of that, the exhaustion. I just constantly felt like I was on the edge of either a heart attack or a fucking anxiety attack. It felt like that for so long that I legitimately thought that I may have like some kind of mental, not like, oh, bad mental health. I mean more like I think there might be something wrong medically with my brain. Turns out no, it's just my mental health was fucking zero and I wasn't sleeping at all. Again, I'm doing much better now that I've realized the problems and have taken steps to fix the problems instead of just letting it continue happening. But it still is weird to look back at it and be like, wow. Seeing all these signs is kind of crazy that I did fucking nothing about it. Like, I just sat there and I took it. That's all I did. Wow. Yeah, it just puts into a great perspective of how little I did to help myself this year. On the bright side, I'm glad I figured it out in Christmas time than New Year. Because I feel like if I did this in New Year's, my body would just tell me it's just the new year making you want to be better. But doing it in Christmas time, it's like, okay, no, something is wrong. This isn't me being like, I want to get New Year's resolution. This is more like a, no, this is me thinking like, yeah, something's not right. Something is not right here. But hey, we good, we did it. We good, we fine now. We're adventuring, we're having fun again. We're taking things a lot easier. And streaming is starting to feel less and less like just a 9 to 5 job. It's starting to feel more like, again, like a hobby that I enjoy doing, that is very fun and I have fun with. Eat that jam. Eat the fruit jam. There we go. But yeah, I learned to live again where I'm not, ripping my hair out and all that jazz. And it's nice. It's very nice. I'm starting to be happy again. I can feel the life coming back inside of me. Which is baby steps. I'm taking very, very much baby steps. We'll get through it. There's so much last to get done on this. That is very debatable, but I guess true. It's just more so of I'm taking baby steps, y'all. I'm starting to feel better, of course. I feel, well, actually, compared to where I was a few weeks ago, I feel fucking amazing. But overall, I'm not sure I'm back at where I was, like, a few months ago. Before all of the stuff in general hit me of life and all that stuff and jazz and... Yeah. Because, yeah. It's whatever. If I'm being completely honest with you. It's just one of those things where, you get up, you get knocked down, you sometimes want to stay down forever. But then you get back up and you're like, you know what? Let's just try and stay up for a little bit. Because after Christmas is done, or even during it, I want to buy an art pad. So bad. I want to. Because I haven't felt this passionate about something in a hot minute. It's just art. Again, I want to just do art. I want to draw shit. I want to just create things with my own two bare hands. Get fucked. Stupid undead. Nothing perfect. All right, there you go. But yeah. I don't know, because it does feel good to have passion in my heart again. Of, oh my god, I really want to do this thing. I'm so excited if I could do this thing. I need to take steps to do this thing because I really want it. It's like that. It just feels good to have, ambition again, not just, okay, what stream is doing the best numbers-wise? Alright, I'll play that again. Do I want to play it? Not really. But I will because it gets views. You know what I mean? Which is also, again, why I turned off a lot of the view tracking things, because it doesn't feel good to watch numbers go up and down. It feels good when the number goes up, but it feels awful when the number goes down. So I kind of got rid of all of those. As I just feel like that wasn't helping me at all when it came to mentally. Of just constantly looking at numbers. It didn't help me at all, really. Which is, again, I'm just trying to find little things that I want to do and be happy about and take little breaks here and there. Because, not gonna lie to you, I was also so hard on myself no matter what I was doing. Because back in Vegas, I was like, you know what? I'm a little bit too tired for a stream today. I'll skip it. I'll take a nap. I'll go to sleep early. I'll just relax for the day. This year, I gave myself nothing. No slack whatsoever. Because every time I would miss a stream, either be at my own device because I was tired, or because I would literally be working till like midnight, past midnight, and I couldn't physically finish streaming because I had to be open the next day, I would fucking just wail on myself mentally. I'm like, wow. I can't believe you're taking a fucking day off. And I don't even know why the fuck my brain was. Probably because, again, I was mentally not good. But my brain would fucking torture myself. Because I wouldn't even rest when I was supposed to be resting. Because I'd constantly be like, I can't fucking believe you right now. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Are you taking a fucking break? The channel is doing the worst it's done in forever. And you're here trying to rest? Because legitimately, I would never let myself not be doing something. Even though a lot of this year I just did nothing. All I do is just sit there and berate myself mentally. Because now I'm more so like okay, I'm tired. Let's just rest. It's fine. I'd rather get rest and actually rest than push myself and do a suboptimal stream. You know, yeah, I do a suboptimal stream. But that was, I'm not gonna lie to you. Looking back, that was so bad. Just constantly mentally berating myself. As if I was like my own fucking like shitty boss of I can't believe you. Your dedication is gone. You're not doing shit. I can't believe you. God, this is why you fucking suck. Legitimately, it was like having my own personal bully in my brain. It was nuts. It was a very weird experience. To be both the person being like, I want to succeed, and then be my biggest hater too. It was a very weird combination my brain went through this year. It depends on the person. Some looking at a view tracker is for fun for planning, but most of the time it feels like a choir trying to grow more views. Yep. Which is why I turned it off. Everything I could turn it off on, I turned it off on. As I just didn't want to look at it anymore. I feel like it put too much pressure on me. And on the things where I couldn't take the trackers off, I just don't look at it. I try my damnedest to not look at it because I just don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel like this is just a simple numbers game. I'm not looking at the stock market. I'm just trying to relax while I play Project Zomboid and just chill. I want to listen to some lo-fi music and I want to relax. Because I wouldn't mind playing that Minecraft mod again. That was a really good mod. I do want to continue that with Alec. Or just by myself, because I really had fun with that. It was a very good mod, I feel like. And I feel like I could play it to its end, because there is actually a quest line I can follow piece by piece. It's not too open. Which I do enjoy. Like I said, I love when mod packs give you actual quest lines, and it's not just like insanely open. Like, say, ROCraft. My take is using view trackers from a billion audience until a certain point where you reach like 100 live viewers. Yeah. I don't know, though. I just feel like it's just not a good thing for me personally, especially right now, where I just was so addicted to just trying to focus on just getting better and better and better and better in the worst ways possible, that it just didn't help me. I never managed to catch up with that mod. What was it about? It's essentially it's about gods and goddesses and trying to save the world of Minecraft. It's got a very nice combat system. It's got an upgrade system. It's got a quest line and a story. I very much enjoy it. It's very fun, y'all. I really do recommend that mod pack. It's super fun. I'm glad Alec told me about it last night. I like it. Yeah, sorry. I keep trying to think of what I'm trying to say, but I don't know. I feel like it's like my brain is just kind of talking about what's on it, and that's about it. That's kind of what I wanted this to be. Again, it wasn't supposed to be a super insane, high-octane stream. It's more so just me talking about my yearly wrap-up, in a sense, without being, you know, super focused on a game. It's kind of just talking to just y'all and myself about how this year... And, ooh, another thing I want to do next year is I want to get my own model. I want to get my own personal model made of Alice. I want that. I want to get her made. I want her to be mine. You know what I mean? Because again, this is a model I just made quite a few people have it, I feel like. I want my own. I want to feel that personal touch of Alice for myself. Because again, I do really. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I fucking first heard about VTubing, I was like, that's a little bit weird. As soon as they said, they're like, oh yeah, this model, this is a part of me. This is me. When I see this, I see myself. I never understood that at first. But now, I do see it. I understand it. Whenever I see Alice, I don't even see her as like, oh, that's Alice. That's my model. In my brain, I do think, yeah, that's me. It's about the same recognition I get when I look into a mirror. I'm like, yeah, that's myself. That's what I look like. But it's just a fox. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's what I look like. And because I do feel just like this weird kind of connection. It feels like it's a part of me, but it's not. It's as if it's like what I would look like if I was kind of like you only saw the inside part of me, not like the physical outside part. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like the again, it's hard to describe, but that's kind of how I feel about her. She just feels like something like that's me. That is a part of me. That's what I am. True, after a while I associate your model to you. I just feel such a connection to it. Of yeah, that's me. That's what. Hold on, I'm gonna take a drink of my fucking kissy kissy passion G subs. What a good flavor. But yeah, I just, honest to God, I just love looking at her. Because I'm being honest with you, it kind of feels like that's what I want to just look like in your life. There's a reason why a lot of these fans go unhinged ballistic if they're feeling, oh, she bring me as a model. Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like in my brain, it's like, it's telling me, like, that's what I want to look like. In an ideal world, I would look like Alice. Because you think about it, it is kind of like the embodiment of all my little inside jokes, my favorite things, my traits. It is just. Sorry, I guess that's kind of what it is. Yeah, it's like if my brain was turned into something, a physical model of my brain. That's what it is. It's Alice. She's my likes, my inside jokes, what I want to be, what I want to look like. I never thought about it like that, but that's kind of like what it is. She's kind of just like my brain given a physical form. That is weird to think about, but in a cool way. I never thought of her like that, but that's kind of what she is. That's probably why I feel so attached to her. It's just like looking at my brain. Well, yeah, damn. I'm sorry, I just realized that right now that she is kind of just like my brain given a form. So it's kind of weird to mentally think about looking at your brain. Wow. Huh. Hmm. Well, this is what my brain looks like. I'm not upset. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a pretty good brain right here. A brain that I like. She's great, isn't she? I don't know why, but I also fear. I feel weirdly like on the verge of tears right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like one of those things where like I feel like in the corner of my eyes, there's like tears forming, but not enough to actually drop. It's strange. yeah, it's legitimately strange because I'm thinking about it, and it's like, why does my eyes feel like they're about to cry? Because I'm not like particularly sad. I'm actually pretty happy right now that I am talking about. You know, maybe it's because I am talking about all this shit now. My brain's kind of like, okay, finally, a fucking mental break. Finally, they notice. Who knows? Maybe it's that. Maybe it's just that my eyes just really want to get something out of my eyes. My tears want to get something out of my eyes. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I am just here existing right now, contemplating and thinking about everything. In a good way, of course. In a way that I am glad I'm thinking about shit in. How's my axe doing quality-wise, I think? Should I look at it now? Oh, it's still doing great. Skadoosh. Another one down. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. This is kind of how I feel like my streams used to feel. Because it just feels really natural and nice and calm and fun. Like, it's just, it legit feels like I'm just talking with my friends back in high school during, like, honest to God, there was a little bit of time during high school that I think was some of my favorite times of my life. I'm talking specifically the time of where it was like, after the initial outbreak of COVID, which I know sounds weird, but hear me out. Because that's when I was hanging out with my friends every day. I was talking to them every day. We were constantly going on adventures, having fun, doing this and that. It was just a nice time. And that's kind of how I feel right now. It feels like I'm in that one moment again. Like, it feels like I'm in... okay, here's me how to describe. But it feels like I've been put into a good memory. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I'm acting out the shit that's happening right now. I feel like I'm just kind of, like, remembering this. I don't know why I don't know why I walk into a house that says for sale and I thought I'd find shit here. But yeah, it's kind of, this is what I feel like. I feel like I'm in a memory right now. Like I'm asleep and I'm just like remembering the good old days of shit. Like it's like a nostalgic filter over my brain right now. And whether that be from me just finally talking and wrapping up the year and feeling better mentally and everything, or just, I don't know. Again, I just feel really good again. After going through all that fucking awfulness that I've been through the past few months and weeks especially. It just feels nice to be doing this again. Damn, none of these guys got anything on them. Oh, screwdriver. No, I'll leave that. I already got one. Damn. Feels nice. Feels really, really nice. All of this. I get what you feel. There's certain parts of life where you get hopeful and suddenly there's an atmosphere, the old atmosphere coming back. Yeah. Oh! That's what it is. It's hope. Yeah, fuck, okay. It's gonna sound really sad, but I kind of forgot what it felt like. But yeah, that's the feeling. It's hope. Like, I feel like this next year's gonna feel really good. And I feel really good right now, and I'm excited for once again. I'm ready for this new year to kick off so I can do all these great and awesome things and you know, sorry, I just spaced out for a second there. I was still thinking about shit. But I feel excited. I feel ready. I want to do certain things again. I want to get back into old hobbies. I feel good about things. It's hope. I feel hope right now. And I'm not going to lie to you, on a very real note, it is a little sad that I forgot what that felt like. that I have not been hopeful in so long that I legit did not know how to fucking describe it. That is that's a little sad. That's actually really fucking sad. Holy shit. I forgot what a hope feels like. Oh, that's fucking. That's actually kind of fucking. It's sad, but in a funny way because I am feeling it again. If I fucking realized this while I was still feeling really bad, it'd just be sad. But now that I am feeling it again, it's like, oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Ah. I don't know, because I feel like also just thinking about good memories does also improve my mood. It makes me a little bit sad and it makes me miss Vegas a little bit more. But it is one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm sad that it's gone, but it's like, oh, so it happened. It's not like those things are gone forever. I still talk to Alec and Yo-Yo all the time. I play with them all the time. And it's like, my best years were 2019 to 2032. It felt good, but after that, it was dull for me. But there's a occasional moment where the same hope feeling comes back. Yeah. Ah, there go my eyes again. With the wanting to cry but not crying thing. At this point, it's kind of like either just pick one or the other. Because I am not afraid to just, drop some tears during stream. Because I'm not going to lie to you, it is a more kind of organic stream right now where I'm kind of just not overtly trying to do anything. I'm just kind of talking. And I am very much being, you know, like a damn. This is, realizing a lot of things, feeling good and hopeful again for the first time in a while. It's like that. And for some reason, that's making my eyes want to cry. And I don't know why. But, it is what it is. I'm not feeling it either one way or another. Because again, like I said, I'm not like, if I were to like have tears actually fall down right now, I'd be like, yeah, I announced that shit. Because I don't know, I feel like honest to God, do you ever feel like you're overdue for one? Like, do you ever feel like you're overdue to just cry? It's like one of those things where you real. It's gonna be a weird allegory. There you go. It's gonna be a weird like connection, but it's like when you realize you haven't thrown up in a while. It's like that. You haven't thrown up in a while, and it makes you like think of like, yeah, I haven't thrown up in a while. It's like that, but of crying. Where you're like, oh yeah, I haven't cried in a while. Nope. Nuh-uh. Get on your knees, bitch. There we go. Mwah. Perfection. Ah. Feels good, man. Feels good. Feels really good, actually. I have not felt this good in a fucking while. I feel like all my stress is kind of just fucking falling off. Now that I've just admitted that it's been a rough year. This might sound sad, but I feel so dull in life now to the point where I can't cry anymore. That's valid. I mean, like, I feel like everyone kind of, like I said, we've been talking this entire time. Life is very much an up and down roller coaster that you do not have any part of riding. And sometimes you feel good. Other times, you feel fucking... Do I have any... Is there any clothes I can rip up that I can try to make into sheets? There is. It's not rope I'm trying to make. Hmm. What am I trying to do with this? I can't remember how to fucking do the thing. Let's just rip it all up. Yep. Rip that shit up. Hmm. Do I gotta combine it? I forget. Oh, wait, hold up. Don't I gotta just take the sheets off of this? Yeah, just sleep. Have a good, nice lie down. There we go. Yep, just sleep the night away. There we go. Now my guy feels much better and much more energetic and ready to tackle the day. Get the fuck out of here, hat wearing bitch. Look at that. He's already doing better. He's hitting them long shots out of nowhere. But yeah, I think it is nice that I can just admit. I don't know, because I do like how comfortable I feel in my own streams. Where it is a thing of, I feel like I can talk about virtually anything and not feel like a weirdness to it like I would in other places. Because if we're being completely honest, sometimes talking about how you feel is actually really hard. Because I don't think any of you probably knew I was doing that bad in life. You probably could realize I wasn't the same since I left Vegas, but these past few months of how just bad it got. But I'm completely fine now, just saying, yeah, it was a bad month. Not a bad year for me, mentally. I'm completely okay with saying that. Box of nails, wooden mallet. Is there anything good I can get from this? I don't think so. Nope. How's my axe doing? I think it should still be fine. Yeah, it's still fine. Be Gucci. There we go. I can't remember the last time I actually listened to lo-fi, I'm not gonna lie to you. Crazy to think that back in Vegas, this was my most listened to genre. Actually, no, I can't remember the last time I listened to lo-fi. It just wasn't under good context. Because it was when I was feeling really fucking anxious and worried at work back when I was like at that time where I was at like the worst because I was exhausted and mentally bad. I tried to put on lo-fi to calm me down. And it did to an extent, but that was back when I was so fucked up that it didn't really help that much, but now I do feel that calmness again. That serenity. It no longer feels like I fucking knew it. It no longer feels like things are that bad. I finally feel that I feel that breathability, you know what I mean? Because it feels like I can breathe again, in a sense. Where it's like the past while, it felt like it was like there was an elephant on my chest. But now it feels like, fucking oxygen again. It feels like that. It feels like I'm just able to finally breathe for the first time in forever. And it feels so good. There we go, just die. Thank you. Because I feel so good right now. I just took a nice hot shower. It's nice and cold outside with a nice, beautiful snowiness. The ground's completely covered. I work only 3 days before I get a nice, long 3-day weekend. Then again, I work 5 days in a row. But then after that, it's like a full week off. And it's... Mwah. It just feels so nice. Oh, this is the school. There should be a big pack of zombies on here, I'm pretty sure, right? If I'm not wrong. Hmm. I think that's the case. Then again, it's been a while since I played Project Zomboid. Actually, yeah, it's been like, cause fun fact, I was looking for my the tags to put on the video, the stream again, like I always do. The last time I played Project Zomboid was a little bit before I left Las Vegas. So I have not played this game in like about a year almost, which is a little bit nutty because I was super into this game when Alec first introduced me to it. Damn. But I was super into this game when Alec first introduced me to it, but like a lot of things, I just fell off of it really quickly once I left Las Vegas. Because it is a really good game to just talk during. Because it's very easy to just not be super stressed out about it, because it's a game that rewards taking things slow. So it's very easy. Get the fuck off me. That one ball was really getting close. There you go. But it's a game that really rewards taking it slow and taking your time and being methodical. So it is a very good game to kind of just talk during. Kind of just talk to not only myself, but y'all. See how you're doing, your projects. How you're doing mentally, physically. New things that I want to do. Because not I said, but like X said earlier, I do want to do more things with y'all this next year too. I want to do things with you. I want to engage with you more. On good terms, not like on, you know, why not terms. I want it to be like, I want to plan things to do with y'all. I want to be in, I want to get y'all, I kind of want, I guess I want to just like enforce that, yes, this is a community. We are together. I am with y'all. Y'all are with me. Whenever you come here, you're gonna have a good time in a sense. You know what I mean? Like when you're here, you can just be yourself in a sense, and it's like there's nothing kind of like nothing bad's gonna happen here in a sense, if I were to describe it. A place where you can come and you can be like, you know what? Nothing bad is gonna happen here. This is the one place that I know that nothing bad is gonna happen. Damn, that fucking bitch actually bit my ass. Nope. Nuh-uh. No. How bad did she get me? It's only a scratch. Adhesive bandages. But yeah, I feel like that's what I want this place to be like. I want this to be a place where y'all can just come and be like, you know what? Yeah. Everything here is going to be okay. Because at this point, we all know that the places where you can just go and be like, everything's going to be okay here are so limited nowadays. And I guess, yeah, that is what I kind of want this place to be. Not just for myself, but not for just y'all, but also myself. A place where I can just come here and be like, yeah, it's going to be good here. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a nice break from reality. I like meeting in your vibes. This is why I stayed for so long, even with the downs. Yep. Yep. The downs were very big, too, as we all know. Damn, they were big. But yep, we're back. I'm back. I'm trying to get back to my old self that I was at Vegas. Because I think, again, a biggest thing was also the fact, like I said earlier, where mentally, I just never accepted that I'm no longer in Vegas and that things are different. I feel like that hitting me at the wrong time, mixed with a bunch of other things, really got me down. That was a very big blow. Because, yeah, like I said, I never really emotionally processed that I was leaving a place I called home for 11 years. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I was planning on staying in Vegas for my whole life at a certain point. When I was younger, I would holler and scream about how I would move back to my home, which I thought was Indiana, just to then move back here and be like, my home is kind of Las Vegas now. But to be fair, it's one of those things where it's cheesy, but it is true of home is kind of everywhere for me at this point now. It's Las Vegas, it's Indiana, it's everywhere I've been. Because I have been so many places at this point in my life. So many of them feel nice and like a home to me. It just depends on where I am at the moment. I could go to Vegas right now and feel exactly like I did when I was there. I can go outside right now and feel like how I was back when I was a little kid, which is nice. I'm so glad that I am realizing these things about myself. I feel like it's very important just every now and again just sit down and just talk. Again, it's gonna sound weird, but talk to yourself, whether it be in the form of like a journal or just you actually talking to yourself. I feel like it is very important to not only give your people around you mental checkups, but yourself a mental checkup. Because as we have seen from your case in point right here, myself, you could be mentally wrong and not even realize it yourself. Just because you don't think about it. You're just going through the motions of everyday life. You don't realize how you haven't expressed this thing in a while, done that thing in a while, felt this way in a while. And that's a little bit fucked up. So yeah, everyone go give yourself, especially in the people around you, a little mental checkup. Matches, diamonds. Could y'all fuck off? I'm trying to lose these dead bodies here. There we go. Yep. But yeah, give yourself a mental checkup. You deserve it. I need to wash this axe. I think it's going to get a little bit dull from all the blood on it. So let's try and get into one of these houses and just fucking get a nice little clean up in there. Get a little cleanliness. A lot of mentally wrong person. I don't realize they're mentally wrong. Yeah, that is very true. Are you okay, bud? You get that? You good at that door? Yeah, just lay down. Let it happen. The fuck was he doing? Because, yeah, like I said, I didn't realize there was something wrong with me until a few weeks ago. If not just like a week ago. Because the worst part about it all is that you don't realize that you are feeling down because it's like some instantaneous thing most of the time. Where it's like, oh yeah, I no longer feel happy. It's a slow, sudden, monotonous change to your brain that slowly chips at you. Which is why it's so hard to realize that you're no longer, say, happy or like, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to think about it. You realize you're not. Well, I said it pretty good. You're not happy, or you're not. Um. God, what is the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, the same person anymore. That's what I'm looking for. You're not the same person anymore. Because it really is. It's really easy to just kind of lose yourself in the day to day life. Just in life, yeah. In the day to day things we all have, it's very easy to just slowly lose yourself. At this point, I now know that very well because I again didn't think anything was wrong with me until kind of recently. What is weighing a complete fuck ton on me? Yeah, what is weighing a ton of weight on my back? Oh, why am I not wearing that? That's a big weight off. There you go. What else we guys kind of weighing us down a little bit? I think it's the books. Yeah, it be the books. We'll keep it honest for now, though. But yeah, it's very easy to kind of lose yourself. Because it's literally, it's a lot of times baby steps, too. It's baby steps to get better, but it's also baby steps of you slowly getting worse. Like how I was over the course of this entire fucking year. It was just baby steps of getting worse. So that you don't realize it, that you're slowly deteriorating, whether it be mentally or physically. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I deteriorated both, y'all. I gained so much weight this year and mentally went bad. Which is why I'm trying to fix both of them. And luckily, they go kind of hand in hand a lot of time. Where if you're helping yourself physically, you're helping yourself mentally, which I do adore. Taking it to the important, especially in days where people just vent their opponents to character the AI. Yep. Because even if it is just to yourself, just getting the things that are on your mind off your mind are so helpful. Oh, these are good books. These are really good books. Holy shit. Because I got Fishing 1 and 2 here. Damn. Alright. Let's go find somewhere with a nice stock kitchen and kind of chill there for a little bit. As I do want to read these books. That is a very stock kitchen. Alright, we're just gonna chill in here. Gonna turn on the lights. But yeah, talk to yourself. Think about how you were and what you were doing, say, a few months ago. I feel like it's a good kind of mental status. It's like, okay, what was I doing 4 months ago? How often was I doing this or that? How often did I want to get this or do that? You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've talked to fucking AI characters before. More of like a fucking I wonder what this is like kind of thing, but still. Close curtains. There we go. That's what I wanted, because I want to sit here and read some books to kind of get them out my inventory. We're going to read Cooking Volume 1. There we go. And we're going to fast forward. But yeah, talk to yourself, think about it, relax. If something is really stressing you out, try and take a break from it or find some way to vent what you're doing. Because a problem can only be ignored for so long before it is just permanent, I feel like. Because I could have so easily just stayed fucked up, I'm not gonna lie to you. I could have so easily just gave in to fucking accepting my fate of how I was. Which is a kind of a scary thought where there is a timeline out there in the multiverse where I just stayed how I was. I wonder how I would be then. If I'm being completely honest with you. What would I be like if I just said fuck it and just kind of stayed where I was in that weird little mental space of who fucking cares? I wonder how I'd be right now, or what I'd be doing right now. Because again, this isn't like that far off. This is a little bit a while ago. We're gonna eat this whole lemon. Eat the lemon. Eat that bitch. There we go. Then we're gonna drink some water. We're gonna drink the water. There we go. And we're gonna drop. We just read cooking, so we're gonna drop it. And then we're gonna read. I think we read electrician already, so we're gonna get farming and then fishing. Because we need to read mechanics, and metalwork too. So yep, we're just gonna read some books. There we go. Speaking of books, there is one book series I really want to get back into and finish for once. It's a book series I've been trying to read since, I shit you not, I think 4th grade. 4th or 3rd grade. There is a book series called Amulet. It is basically like thicker comic books. And I love it. I have, to this day, never finished the series. When I legitimately, 1 foot to my left, have the entire book series right there. It is within my grasp to just reach over and grab it. But I just choose not to. We're almost done, game. Once I read this book, I'll go eat, drink, and then we'll hit the hay. There you go. Let's go eat the yogurt. I wonder where we're going to be. When are we looking here in the 26th of December? I don't know. I feel like it's going to be better than this. Because let's be honest, y'all. I feel like a lot of people had a very, very bad 2025. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I know I did. 2025 was like the worst year of my life. Yep, there you go. Sleep. Get a nice long rest in, my guy. This character deserves it. They fucking been sleeping for... They've been awake for ages, though. There we go. But yeah, I feel like not that many people had a good 2025. I feel like 2025 was a very bad year for most people. And if you had a good 2025, good job. You did it, kid. Congratulations. You're doing better than most of us. Alright, red farming, we're going to drop that. We're now going to read how to fish. 25 was for me, 20 in good rough times. I kind of feel the same because I knew this year I was moving in December of 2024. I knew I was going to be moving to Indiana this year. I knew that because, like I said before, it was very much a quick decision by my family. Actually, I guess I haven't said this in a while since I was leaving Vegas. Because oh yeah, I haven't talked about this that much since Vegas because 1, it's been a year since then, and 2, not a lot, but fucking, it's kind of just a forgetful thing. But yeah. Essentially, fun fact, I knew I was going to leave Vegas in December, but to put that in perspective, if my family went via the initial plan we had as a family unit of when we're going to go back to Indiana from Vegas, I would be in Vegas for about 3 more years now. Because the initial plan was for me to finish school, then we chill in Vegas for a few more years, and then we come back to Indiana. Let me tell you how fast that plan accelerated. In November of fucking 2024, that was the plan. In a few years, we'll move back to Indiana. In the first week of December, we were thinking a year from then. So right now, we'd be moving. Pretty big jump in time, but, you know, reasonable. By the second week of fucking of December, we were like, okay, we'll move in like 6 months. Once Ray finishes with school, then we'll leave. Then the week right before Christmas, sorry, the week of Christmas, we were like, all right, we're leaving in a few weeks. That's how fast it progressed for me. Which I guess is why it kind of didn't click for a while for me that I was actually gone. Because when for years, the plan was to leave in years, for just in a few months, it to go from years to fucking next in like a few weeks, it was kind of hard for me to process mentally, which is why I probably didn't realize it for a while now. That, yeah, I'm gone. I'm no longer in the big city of Las Vegas. I'm in small town Indiana. Whether I kind of like it or not, I'm here now. Which I do like it. I'm happy again. Realizing all the good that is here. All the fun that can be had. Because like I said before, I do think I am going to start getting into dating soon. Especially now that I feel much better mentally. Because another big thing I didn't want to do was be mentally fucked up and then be like, you know what, we'll fix this. Getting a partner. That has never helped a single soul once. Not a single one has that helped. Of, oh my god, I'm so sad. Let me get a partner. That is the worst thing you can do, fun fact, y'all. The worst thing you can do is be sad and think that someone else is gonna fix that for you. That is the worst thing you could possibly fucking do. But hey, now I'm starting to think like, you know what, yeah. A part of me does want to just start dating just cause I can. And also the fact where it's like, you know what, I think it is time. It's time for me to start being like, you know what, yeah. Let's start putting ourselves out there, because a big thing I never wanted to do was date without being able to drive. I still can't drive, but not because of my own fruition. It's because for some reason, when I moved to Indiana, they were like, fucking, oh yeah, by the way, we know you have a year of driving experience in Las Vegas. None of that counts here. That was the biggest bullshit, because I can't drive until like March of this next year. Wait, hold up. October, November, December, January, February, March, April. April this coming year is when I can take a test to get my fucking license. Because apparently 1 year of driving in Las Vegas, one of the biggest cities ever, that doesn't count. Fuck you. I'm sorry. That was some bullshit when I fucking first heard that from them. I was this close to ripping the goddamn head off at the DMV. Remember who golf back in 2025? Maybe. You know, it's on the table. But yeah, I very much just want to... I want this next year to be good. Because even if, let's say hypothetically, I don't actually do and get a partner this year or have a good meaningful relationship this year, it's the fact that I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and I'm trying to get out there finally. Again, that driving thing was a big thing for me, though, of why I didn't want to get a partner yet. It's because I didn't want to be like, all right, I got to go to a partner. I'm either going to fucking... I'm going to either have to get an Uber or ask someone to drive me. I cannot think of a more terrifying thing than asking someone to drive me to a date when I am 22 years old. That sounds like a fucking nightmare. Oh, I guess I already read mechanics. Okay, cool. Drop it, read Metalworks. There you go. But my strategy is gain a partner that existing till someone finds me attractive. I mean, that's how it works for some people, as long as you're out and about and doing shit. If you're just in your house all the time, it's not going to work. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like it's time. I feel like I'm mentally and emotionally ready, and now I have extra cash, and I'm doing other things, I have my own hobbies, own friends. I feel like it is time for me to be like, you know what, yeah. It's time to get out there and start doing my own thing, get my own life. Start seeing if I am compatible enough to get a relationship. Not in the sense of like, oh, am I attractive? More in the sense of like, am I mentally and emotionally ready for this kind of a big ass thing? You know what I mean? It's like that. Am I ready for it? And if not, how can I make the steps to move forward? As that's what I feel like this next year is going to be like for me, y'all. if this year was the great like recession of my life, of how things went just bad, this next year is going to be the fucking the steps forward. Make sure your partner doesn't know you have a maid dress. Imagine, you know what I mean? The image, yeah, but I was like, the maid dress I don't really have anymore because that's just fucking gone. I'm pretty sure I think, actually, I think I still have it. I think it's just broken. I'm not gonna front with you. I think it's just broken. I have not seen that thing in a while. But yeah, I want this new year to just be, this next year, just be big steps for me. Mentally, physically, emotionally, intellectually, goal wise. I just want this to be a really good year for me. That's all I want. Hell, I just want a decent year, if I'm being completely honest with you. But we'll try and aim for a good year. Drinky, drinky, drinky. Alright, we're good to go. Because that's all I want. I want it to be a good year. Because, I'm not gonna lie, like I said, topping this year isn't gonna be hard. This year fucking sucked. Some off in every conceivable way possible. I could not think of how it could have gone worse than me just fucking straight up having my entire house burn. Like, that's like the only way I could have probably gotten worse. With all the shit that's happened. There we go. Beautiful. Also, X, I feel like that's a great icebreaker. The maid dress is an icebreaker. I feel like it's a really good icebreaker, though. Imagine that as like your partner. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't mind. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I'm actively looking for someone very, very fit. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's so hot. I'm just going to be better. No way we get bad that year. It's not so that. It's more so this year would have been better if I just actually tried in it, is the thing I'm pretty sure. Because, like I said, this year I just didn't try at all, really, for most things. All I did was mentally berate myself and just fucking make things worse for myself. Now that I'm taking steps to kind of break bad habits, I don't think it's going to be nearly as a bad year, I hope. Because the odds are more stacked in my favor now than they were this year. Where I just, for some reason, even though I talk about making sure you're good mentally all the time, I didn't check in on myself, make sure I was mentally cool this year, which I didn't. Which is weird. Because normally I'm pretty decent about that, but this year I just really dropped the fucking ball on it. Which is, I don't know. It makes sense. A lot of things changed. Change brings new problems and new opportunities. And it's unfortunate that I just dropped all the opportunities for just the problems. I don't think you have anything on you, do you? Nope, nothing good. Alright, let's keep walking. Which is, yeah, it's really unfortunate that's what happened to me this year. That I just let all the bad things get to me. And none of the good. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? Besides just learn from it. I learned what a bad year really feels like mentally and physically. So, let's just hope and pray that 2026 is better for all of us. And I'm going to try and make sure it is for all of us. I'm trying to give you all the best content, the most fun content, most memorable moments. Not moments. But yeah, I'm going to try and make it good for both you and me this year. I want this to be a great year for everyone. Because if we're being honest here, a lot of us need a good year. This past year was not good for anyone I know, really. Maybe a few, but not most. For most, this year was meh at best. And that is really sad. Having a meh at best year kind of sucks. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's better when it's either just good or just bad. When it's been like just a meh year, it's like, yeah, the next year's probably getting better, but like, it could also be worse. Because then it feels like your year was just nothing. Like you were just a fucking amoeba for a year. that did nothing but just kind of exist. So I'm kind of glad that this year was a bad year. Like a really bad year. So that means this next year is going to be hopefully a better one. Because, again, I'm not sure how the fuck it would get worse. After all the shit, get the fuck back, bitch. Bitch. After all the shit that's happened. Knock on wood, though. Because last thing I want is for like a fucking goddamn apocalypse to happen. You know what I'm saying? No pain, no gain. That is true. Oh my god, I gotta talk to you about this. Like I said, this entire year, I didn't do much exercising because, like, in Vegas, it was easy because every apartment complex I was ever at had a gym right in there, usually. Right in the complex. I've gone back into exercise, all my mental health fixing too, to kind of get my physique back to what it used to be. I shit you not. I have never been so out of shape. I tried my damnedest to do, like, say, sit-ups and crunches and shit. I tried to do all that stuff. That shit was impossible. I tried to do squats. My knees popped like firecrackers. Legitimately. I had one time where I got done with like 25 squats. Not as a set, in total. I then tried to walk down the stairs. All I heard was... And for a second, I was like, how badly did I just fuck up my knees? Thankfully, now it's getting easier because I am, you know, being relatively consistent. I am taking days off from exercise to have my body heal. I'm doing everything right again. And it feels good because I can see the progress. Because again, with journaling also helps me keep track of my fucking fitness progress because I can look back and see how bad I was at the start and being like, okay, well, now I can do this without it. I know it's sore muscles. I'm just thinking it's funny. Because before that didn't happen, I never felt like an old person more than right now than having my knees pop like firecrackers as I walk down the stairs. But yeah, because it is nice to journal. Because honest to God, y'all, the best thing I could probably suggest you, just in life, is just journal everything. And before you go to bed, just write down what you did that day. Whether it be like in a statistical manner or just like in general, just thinking, like how I do it, where it's like, I just like write down as if I'm talking. There's some full sentences in there, but it kind of just flops around a lot. It's just me letting go of my mental state for the day. Helps a lot. Because it also helps you remember how things change too. Whether it be like fitness wise, like how I said I'm getting better because I can see in my old messages, I'm like, oh my god, I never felt worse. I feel like I'm about to throw up, my knees pop like goddamn firecrackers. So now where it's like, I'm doing the same exercise, but now it's really fucking easy. Because I'm like, okay, good, my strength is coming back. My muscles are feeling better. I'm feeling more awake now, too. Because I have not taken a nap in ages, y'all. I used to, like, a few weeks ago, I would need a nap every day to get through the day. Now it's like, okay, yeah, I can feel like a nap right now, but I don't really want to do it. And I'm actually, my sleep schedule is also getting better. I'm getting more sleep again and again, slowly but surely. I'm no longer just rocking 4-3 hours of sleep every day, if not less. Junior is an amazing tracker myself. I check, I eat, I watch calories burn, etc. It's really nice. That zombie behind me got me fucking kind of flustered. Bitch. Bitch. Skadoosh. Sabammy. Boop boop. There we go. But yeah, fucking journal shit. Because it really does put in perspective how much things have changed, how your life's going mentally, physically, emotionally. It really helps, I'm not going to lie to you. But also, don't be like super hard on yourself if you miss a day. Because I missed a day before. And not gonna lie, I felt kind of bad. But then I realized, I'm like, you know what? I missed one day. This isn't meant to be like some hard fucking journal like I'm trying to beat an addiction. This is more so just for me to mentally kind of... This is for me to kind of mentally keep every day its own day and not bring the badness of one day into another day. Because what I do is was it not decompartmentalize? I fucking compartmentalize, not compartmentalize, so fucking... What's what I'm looking for? I I put it in one day, all that shit happens, and I leave it there. I sort, I guess. I was like decompartmentalize, but I'm not getting the right word. Compartmentalize, compartmentalize. What's the word I'm thinking of? I'll remember it like probably like an hour or two from now. But yeah, that's what I'm essentially doing now, and it helps a lot because it helps every day stay as that day. If I had a really bad day, guess what? That was yesterday. That's today. This is today. If I had a really good day, it's like okay, cool. It's nice to look back on a day on a bad day and be like, yeah, that was a good day, and to shoot for a day like that again. It helps. It really does. It helps you just keep every day as its own kind of day. So that things don't just bleed over and boil over. Bleed over and boil over. Oh, a double holster. I got a motherfucking big iron on my hip now. I'll take that. Why not? I'll yoink it. But yeah, just write down your shit whenever you can. Try and keep everything organized and together as if this was this day, that's that day. This is then, this is now. How do I want tomorrow to be? It's kind of how I'm trying to take my day nowadays. I'm not trying to think of like what's gonna happen like I used to before. What's gonna happen like fucking 3 weeks from now. It's more like what am I gonna do tomorrow? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I had a very big thing of like, oh, I'm trying to think too far into the future. It was a big problem I had. Where I was just like, yeah, I'm trying to think and plan for, oh, I did a full lap. This is the fire department right here. I did a full lap of the neighborhood. I went down this street, up there, there, to here. Nice. But yeah, it's one of those things where I was trying to overplan everything in my life. Now I just try and take it day by day of, yeah, you know what? I'll do this today. I want to do this, like, say, next week. Let's try and plan for it. How do I want to get that done? I still try and keep long-term goals, but it's not as fucking insane anymore. Which I do enjoy because it makes life honestly seem a little bit more simple. And I'm not going to lie to you, I do enjoy that. I like I like when life feels simple. Because let's be honest here, life isn't simple. But if we can just make it feel simple even for a little bit, that's nice. That helps. It helps a lot to just let life feel simple for even just a little bit. Because Lord knows that I enjoyed it. I enjoy having life feel a little simpler than it usually is. I remember you first getting PC, I was even playing on a lot of future stuff. Yep. Now, here I am trying to just take it today. I'm worried about today and maybe a few weeks from now. That's about my extent of playing nowadays because I don't want to try and control. Also, a thing about it too is that the further I plan to the future, the more likely something is to fall through or fuck up. Is another problem. Because it's like, oh yeah, that's great. I did this and that and that and this and this and that and that and this. But then as time goes on, it's like, okay, I planned for all this shit, and what did I actually accomplish? Oh, I accomplished like 2 of these things. It just makes it feel more unsuccessful. Yeah, that's a big word for it. It makes me feel less successful. As it makes things feel, you know, harder, like I'm doing less than I actually am, just cause things get in the way, this and that. Damn. Sorry, that was just a combo right there that I really liked. But yeah, taking it day by day now, slowly. Like I said, I want to plan things, but I'm not hard planning dates anymore. I'm more so making abstract plans of like, you know what? I want to do this at some point. No longer, I want to do this at this time, this, and this by the end of this time. It's just, I want to do this at some point. And that's okay. That is very much okay to not know when you want to do something, but just saying you want to do something is the start. Because again, like I said, I want to do art again. I really do. I want that shit. So, am I saying when I'm going to do it? Kinda. I want to do it sometime next year. It's just a very reasonable goal compared to the shit I was doing before. To be fair, though, in 2024, I kind of did do a lot of shit I planned to do. So, you know, I was on top of my game back then. I was popping off. I was working. I was doing I was pleasing the masses. I need to get a kill. Something dies. Something dies. Something dies. Something dies. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I need to get some food, and I also need my guy to rest a little bit because he's kind of fucking tired. And I don't want this girl to die. There we go. Yep. Alright, because the worst part is there's a lot of food in here. It's just I don't got a can opener to open any of the food in the goddamn kitchen. And I have weirdly not found a can opener yet. Because those are normally pretty common to find, but in this run, there's no can openers. You would think I'd be able to open a can with an axe, though. I'm just saying. If I really wanted to, I could open a can with an axe. I just split the damn thing in half. And just, like, rip out what's in there. Slowly but surely. Give me the... Oh, open. Yes! Open canned tuna. Eat all the tuna. Eat it all. We got JP for sure, yep. We got JP locked in for next year. Got a lot of things locked in for next year, and I enjoy that. We got the art. We got a better attitude. We got plans for the future. We got everything we could possibly need coming up. Which is all I really wanted. Now that I'm taking life day by day, step by step, jump by jump. Because this really did help. Announcing all this stuff and getting it off my chest instead of just keeping it kind of bottled up inside of me does help. It makes me feel a lot more sure of myself, a lot more calm. Feels like there's a weight off my chest. Because if I get no more subs through all this member and I lose, say, all of them, I'm worried. I'm not worried about. I'm planning for fucking next year. Whatever happens just this year happens. There's already a bad year. Bad years are going to be bad. That's how it works. But we got next year. And if next year's bad, guess what? We got the year after that. You know what I mean? Because I also think I worried too much. Like, to an unhealthy degree. Like I said at the very start of this fucking stream, I worry too much about what ifs. What if this happens? What if that happens? I really need to stop worrying that much about what ifs and shit like that. I feel like it's a big problem I should start working on this year too. Of just stop worrying so much about what ifs. But that's kind of hard. It's hard to not worry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll admit it first. It's hard. It's very easy to worry about shit, but it's the things I worry about that are weird. Like, I'm worried, like, what if I lose my job? I have done nothing to warrant losing my job. What if I do this? What if I do that? What if I fucking make this it's like that. It's like it's just stupid shit. Like, what if I can't pay this bill? That's $66 when I have $700 in my bank account. It's like, what the fuck am I worried about? I don't know. It's just, I'm worried about the stupidest things on the planet that make no sense. And I don't like it. I hate it, actually. I fucking hate it. I hate worrying about the stupidest things on the planet that are just impossibly hard to just not only one predict, but also if they did happen, stop. Like if I did have it, like stop it. Like I'm worried, like, oh, what if this happens? Like, what if I break both my legs? Well, then I break both my legs. I can't exactly unbreak my legs. There we go. There are some things where it's like, okay, it's reasonable to worry about that. Like, oh, what if I have like a panic attack? How can I deal with that? Because I am starting to become prone to those things. You know what I mean? What ifs or worrying is fine. It just means you can't be in your future safe, which is worrying to an extreme is mentally taxing. Oh no, I worry a lot. I worry a lot, a lot. That's what I'm saying. To an unhealthy degree, I worry. I worry about the most insane hypotheticals. Like I worry about like, what if I lose my job and then I have to pay a fucking phone bill or like a water bill that's $700 when my water bill in Indiana, I almost said Las Vegas, in Indiana has never topped out over like 120 bucks. That's like the most it's ever been. But I worry about things that are like legitimately impossible. Damn, it's locked. But it's like that. It's like I worry about shit that's never gonna happen. But I take the mental taxing as if it has just happened. And I don't know why I do that. It only fucking hurts me. Damn, it's locked. What about the trunk? Can we pop the trunk? Damn. I won't smash it. I was thinking about breaking the window to try and get in there, but I thought about it and I was like, this is a bad idea. This is a really bad idea. Damn, none of these things are open over here. I mean, it's a police station. Damn, none of these are unlocked. They're all just fucking locked. Holy shit. This must have been a really shitty police station if no one kept their doors unlocked. This one shitty sedan over here is going to be the only car that's unlocked. I'm calling it right now. Not the armored vehicle, not the police car. This one shitty sedan. Damn, not even that's unlocked. Damn, I can't imagine a single thing someone want to fucking steal from a shitty ass like sedan like that. What are they gonna take? Your loose change of like 75 cents in like nickels and pennies? There we go. Oh, beautiful. My character is getting so good with the fucking axe. I think it's their highest skill because I think they had like 2 points in it off rip, and they got 2 to 3 more just from us using it a bunch. Nope. Skadoosh. Sup, broham? Nice bald spot. Dorcas. There you go. I very much enjoyed this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really enjoyed this. This is a good one just to talk to y'all again and get everything settled for this next year and what I want from it. Might be a bad year, but at least it's a 2020 sequel. Exactly. Actually, to be fair, 2020 was pretty good for me. Because that's back when I was still in high school, so no worries. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Because I think, to be fair, I think I started my career in content creation in 2020. Ah, fuck, I got bit. Get off. Where the fuck did they bite me? Infected? Yeah. Well, they got a bite off, so I'm infected. God damn. Am I exhausted or something? No, then why am I swinging so slow? Well, to be fair, I guess I got fucking bit on my right arm, so I would explain why I'm swinging slowly. If I had a chunk taken on my forearm, I probably wouldn't fucking be exactly swinging like a goddamn rocket anymore either. Damn, that might be it for this girl. That one bite to her arm may just take her ass down. I did not think I was gonna go out this way, goddamn. Nice. Is there a key in here by chance? There is not. But it is an open car. I have one car key, but the problem is I have one car key to a car somewhere in this town, if that. Is the big problem I'm facing right now. Like, I have a key, I don't know where the fuck the car is. I'll find it, though. I always do. And if I don't, guess what? Tough shit. Maybe Project would be a bit more fun if I had human NPCs. Yeah, but I think the creators actually moved on to his next game. I don't think Project Zomboid is getting that many updates anymore, I'm pretty sure. Which is why I kind of wanted to play it again, but also because... well, I just like the game. And I haven't played it in a while. And fun fact, that Project Zomboid video I put out like fucking last year, still getting mad views. It's like at 2K right now. In the past like 2 days, it's got like 24 more views. I have no clue why, but this year, that one video has been popping off hella hard. Like, it's fucking weird. I don't know why. It's just not starting to pop off. It's like, I don't know. It's as if it started to pop off the worst I felt. It's weird. I will say, though, it's a good thumbnail. That's probably why. It's a great fucking thumbnail. It's an amazing thumbnail. Probably one of my best thumbnails, if not the best. Because I realized I needed to work on my thumbnail game because it's kind of fucking being sloppy this year. My thumbnails are not as good. But yeah, I do agree. It'd be better if fucking NPCs, if it could manage it. I know exactly what I'm going to do after this stream, too. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to put on a movie. I'm going to make some hot chocolate. I'm going to eat some fucking chicken and rice like I've been eating all day because I love how my dad makes chicken and rice. Put some teriyaki sauce on that shit. Yeah, teriyaki sauce. And I'm going to drink and eat that shit, then hit the hay, lay in bed probably for about an hour or so, then go to bed. And it's going to be real fucking nice. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know, because I do love winter. I love these cold, dark, snowy nights. Because it makes being inside, under my blankets, or by a fire, just that much better. It just makes it feel like it's just, mwah. You know what I mean? It's like, because I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoy a sunny day as much as the next person. My favorite weather is either stormy, gloomy, or fucking, like, blizzard. I love those weather conditions so much. I love them to death. I think they're beautiful. Oh, that's probably why I'm not doing as hot, because I'm fucking dehydrated as shit. My guy's dying of thirst, and I'm like, why am I moving slowly? I wouldn't exactly be sprinting either if I was dying of thirst. Let's get him a drink of water, a nice cold glass of water. Oh, I forgot I could push you back a fucking spacebar. Look at that. See, I'm still learning shit every day. By accident. Ah. Very nice. I will say, I kind of want to go through the mods of Project Zomboid's community page, workshop page, just to see what's there. Because I do think this probably has some very good mods to it. I do have some installed, I know that for a fact. I just don't think I have that many good ones installed. And I still want to beat my goddamn Calamity run on Terraria, because that's just going to be hard as fuck. We had a great recent attempt, not recent, but a recent stream of that shit. But damn, we need a little bit more. I gotta keep pushing that thing too. Open the sardines. I'm sorry, but you gotta eat only sardines right now. It's just the same here. December currently really hot where I live now. Well, to be fair, X, you live near the goddamn equator. No matter what time of year it is, it's gonna be just fucking hot. I'm thinking hot, hot, hot. I'm thinking hot, hot, hot. But yeah, I love that weather so much. It makes just being inside so much better and cozy. Because sometimes when it's raining or really cold out, I'll just open a window and just kind of sit next to the window. I like to do that a lot, especially at nighttime, like either when it's really late. Why is my character a nervous wreck and terrified? Do they hear zombies or something? Do they hear like a bang in the night, a bump in the night? Or why are they so scared of fucking... Why were they scared? Were they some painkillers to get rid of the pain? Why were you scared? Why were you scared? Why are you a nervous wreck? I don't think there's any zombies in the fucking thing. Yeah, I locked up. The only thing here is dead bodies. Bro had a nightmare. Well, I mean, I guess to be fair, though, in the zombie apocalypse, I would probably have nightmares, too. That doesn't strike me as weird. How the fuck did I get rid of all my water in my bottle? Did I just fucking accidentally just drain it? Weird, but okay. That's valid. Look at all the fucking bodies out here. Jesus Christ, I've been putting in that goddamn work. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like in the zombie apocalypse, if they were slow like this, it'd be pretty fucking satisfying to just go to a small town that's completely infected and just clear it out. Like, slowly but surely just chipping away at the infected inhabitants. That may sound a little sadistic, but I feel like that'd be so satisfying to just slowly take back an entire town. And then just have an entire town to yourself. I feel like that'd be so nice. Because we've damn near cleaned up Main Street here. The fire department, police station, and city hall are now, like, zombie-less. And that entire, like, suburb next to us, we cleared out, too. So there's, like, virtually no infected, really, anywhere near us anymore. If the game did not respawn zombies, this area would be probably one of the safest places in, like, fucking Knoxville right now. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Good, though. Good times. Especially just listening to music doing this shit would be fucking nice. Relaxing. Nope. Nuh-uh. Back up, bitch. What part of backup did you not get, bitch? Shoo. Away with thee. Fuck out of here. Bottom of ankles. Little first person projects on board. I think you mean just day. That's just DayZ. I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't that just DayZ? Well, I guess to be fair, in DayZ, how Alec puts it every time we ask if we want to play that, he's like, "Yeah, I want to get kidnapped, have my limbs ripped off, and fucking be kept alive via drugs by a bunch of random people." That's why Alex doesn't play fucking DayZ. He anytime it's ever suggested, he's like, "Nah, never. I'd rather fucking die than play DayZ." But yeah, I think a nice zombie game, like, to be fair, 7 Days to Die is kind of like this. But okay, let me tell you something. I fucking hate that 7 Days to Die went being $20 for forever, and then out of nowhere they bumped it up to 60. It's like, you cannot be in beta for like almost 20 years now and then go from $20 to 60. Like, you took this long to finish your fucking game. It should stay $20. You didn't change much, motherfuckers. You didn't. Also, don't forget how they fucking just completely abandoned the goddamn console ports of the game. I would know. I played 7 Days to Die on console for years. At the first part of it got fucking updates, but after like a few months, they just left it to rot. It's not as systematic as it just felt like PUBG with weak zombies. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I will not forget that fucking 7 Days to Die. You left the goddamn console ports to suffer. You bitches. I fucking hate them for that. I hate them for that. I legitimately do. I loathe them for not having the console ports be fucking readily good and available. I hate that. I hate that so much. Alright, I'm actually gonna drop off some items in here, like the fucking hammer and shit. Just because I don't need to be carrying an entire pound of hammer or screwdriver right now. I only really needed those for my fucking... my thing. I'm also gonna drop off the gun because I'm not gonna use that shit. And that I kind of just get rid of some of my weight. Because I know a lot of it is just because I'm wearing a bunch of heavy clothing, but still. Oh, wait, hold up. We're going to put this in there too. That in there. Yeah, that's good. Why all the hate? Because fuck 7 Days to Die. Speaking of that, I think I'm going to... I think I might end it off here. This stream. Because it's almost 3 a.m. for me, and I kind of want to go and chill for a little bit before things. And I think I've done everything I could in this stream already. This is a very nice stream, a nice calm stream. I love the things we talked about in this one. It's great. I can't wait for 2026. It can't really be much worse than this year, I'm pretty sure, knock on wood. Let's hope and pray. So, with that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. Watch Ryan to a VOD mate, follow or a sub, which you're on. I stream like this almost every day, and on Twitch each at the same time, so pop in, say hello or don't. Tell your mom, dad, sister, brother, cousins, aunt, uncles, nieces, nephews, strangers, neighbors, friends, cats, dogs, and everybody. I'd love to see you pop in and chat and talk, or don't. I don't mind either way. Of course, that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to y'all later. And of course, peace, y'all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Peace, y'all.